Sure. My name's Luke Davison, 23, living in South Australia, and I've been riding since I was 11. Like any young kid, I think I just liked riding my bike, and I was ultra competitive. I would go down to Centennial Park in Sydney, and I'd race around with my cousins, and I'd always, want to get straight back on my bike, keep riding around when everyone stopped for lunch or whatever it may be. But I've just always had a passion for riding my bike and just being outdoors in general, and it just stemmed from there. And then obviously racing and being competitive was in my blood. I would say I was probably about 11. So when I first started riding, I started on the track as well. It was out at Tempe Velodrome with Lionel Cox, an Olympian. And yeah, I remember racing on the restricted gears and spinning at 160 RPM around the banks, spinning like crazy. And I remember doing all the carnivals around Australia. So going down to like Wagga and Victoria and doing the different races and competing at the metropolitan titles and state titles and nationals as an under 13. So yeah, it was pretty much at the beginning of my career. Track at the moment, I think it's a very important stepping stone, and you take one look at the road, and we've been very lucky with a lot of young Australian talent that stepped up very quickly. But you even see how good Rowan Dennis was on the track, and he can even have his downtimes on the road. So I think it's very important to take each step as a stepping block, and yeah, just see how it goes. It's been great. So I had a training camp with the Baku team after the Mexico World Cup, and that was great to integrate with all the riders and the staff, and just to kind of get comfortable with everyone. And then my first race was Sun Tour with them. So looking forward to doing a few more tours throughout the year with them, and they've been very accommodating with the track, very willing to work in with that, and they obviously see the track as a good pathway and stepping stone for my road career as well, so it's been great. I'd have to say Adelaide. I don't know, Hull's interesting. It's great to go to different tracks, and there's always new aspects to them. Everyone's in the same boat, and in 2008 we raced in Cape Town, which was an indoor concrete track, and it was really bumpy, so we had the same kind of obstacles there. Winning the Mexico Omnium was probably a highlight, purely because we put so much work into it, and we specifically targeted that Omnium. In Manchester, I had a few average rides, which knocked me down the order, but I managed to climb back up and get a third, which I was pretty happy with. But I think winning that Omnium in Mexico was kind of the icing on the cake, and realising that I could win at that level. Bananas. I think bananas are pretty easy food to stomach. That or sausages, if sausages called a food. I don't know. Probably Bear Grylls. I don't know who else you'd pick. I'd probably want to survive, so it'd be a pretty good bet. It's pretty rough. Probably So You Think You Can Dance? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to sing, so I'd probably just have to dance. I don't know if you could turn back time. Probably just relaxing, going to the beach early, having a nice swim to wake up, sitting at the cafe with a mate or two, and probably just chilling out, maybe going to the driving range or just doing something like that to get away from cycling, just have a bit of a break. And yeah, just being around the people that I spend a lot of time away from, friends and family.